exams, or should I say the most hated and disliked terms when it comes from the student's perspective. And one of the truth of the life is that there is not a single student in this world who enjoys the process of studying and giving exams. But despite of all the hate, one has to go through them in order to get better in life. And just like every other lifestyle, getting good grades in exams also comes down to the following key points. And today's video is just about that thing. Today's video about the 5 study hacks that your topper friend follows in order to be in that position. And you can follow it too if you want to have good grades in exams so that mommy and papa are forever happy. Let's go. So the tip number 1 is to prioritize your subject. Now this tip is very important and it's totally about individualized because it's about what's important to you. Now what you have to do is that you have to make a list of your strengths and weaknesses in all the subjects. And even though you have a lot of weak subjects, you have to determine what's the weakest of them all. By prioritizing your subject, what will happen is that you will find out what are the subjects that you have to do most work on or invest more time, and what are the subjects that requires your least effort because these are your strengths, right? But remember to be completely honest with yourself while performing these hacks because the upcoming tips will depend on how much honesty you have made that list. Number 2 is we are talking about the exact game plan. Now after following the tip number 1, it's time to form a certain game plan on the basis of the subjects that you have chose. Basically what you have to do is that you have to divide your weekdays on the basis of the subject that you're going to study. Like Monday you're going to study maths, Tuesday chemistry, Wednesday physics and so on. You have to divide your weekdays on the basis of the priority list that you made in tip 1 earlier. Remember to form a blueprint of the game plan on the basis of the subjects that you have to invest more time on. This will help you more. And while basically this system works for most of the people, some of them tends to get bored studying one subject the entire day. And if you are like that kind of person like I was, what you can do is divide your day into 2 subjects. Choose your 1 weak subject and 1 strong subject so that your study output is maximum. So the tip number 3 is to use the Pomodoro method or the interval study method. Now what you have to do, you have to divide your day into the study slots. For example, you study for 2 hours, you take half hour break and a 1 hour break. You again study for 2 hours, you take half hour break and 1 hour break again. So the tagline on the basic line is you have to divide your day into the study slots because researchers have shown that study sessions when doing in the chunks or the small sessions is most effective and most productive rather than continuously studying and cramming for about 6 and 5 hours. So the basic tagline for this tip is that you have to divide your day. This is because your brain is better at encoding information into the synapses in short repeated sessions as opposed to one large one. And this is why even different skills like swimming, tennis, singing often follows the same format. To use this method efficiently, the interval study method, what you do is that you put timers on your phone every time you go to study so that you don't check time on the clock or even overstudy. So the next tip we got to talk about are the distractions. Now these are not evil elements, but they are just not meant to be there when you are studying. Getting good grades is not about who works for the maximum number of hours, but who gives the maximum efficiency in that little time they are spending while studying. Now there are 2 ways to deal with the distractions. The first is to get rid of them completely. You give your phone, your PlayStation to your parents or to your siblings and take them back after your exams are over. The tip of dealing with the distraction is incentivizing yourself. Using these distractions as a reward at the end of every study session you got, what will happen is that eventually your brain starts to treat these distractions as that dopamine kick, as that feel-good hormone you will get after the process of the studying. Use your distractions as a reward for your studying process. So the tip number 5 is the physical factor or the sleep factor that is connected to the exams and the process of studying. Yes, I know most of us get attracted to the sleep when we are going through that exams phase. But you got to remember, you only sleep for 7 or 8 hours a day. That is maximum, more than maximum enough. And don't forget to take a nap in the afternoon, because what nap in the afternoon does is that it will reboot and restart your brain. That will help to collect the information you have studied so far in the short synapses, and that will help you a lot. And the last advice from us is that don't think of your exams as exams. Think your exams as the cricket match you're gonna play. Virat Kohli, the famous Indian cricketer we know today, he also said in his interview that he hated his every day of training, but the only thought that keep him going is that struggle now and hustle now and live the rest of the life in peace. And this is what you gotta remember: study now and enjoy the rest of your life in peace. Remember, the only ultimate warrior who's gonna help you to get past through the exams is you. And if you liked today's video, then do share it with your friends who's giving the same exams as you are. Follow these life hacks, these important life hacks, and get good grades in the exams and make your mommy and papa proud of yourself. And we will see you in the next video. Bye bye.